Makuam tabule tehuetecam. Welcome to our pueblo. My name is Michael Silvas, and I'm the governor for Ysleta del Sur Pueblo. Here in El Paso, the city grew around us. We try hard to make sure that we preserve our history, our traditions.
So this painting here is known as the symbol of the sun. So the way a tribal member would read this map is simple. You follow the river towards where the sun sets, which is to the west. You are going to pass 8 mountain ranges, and you will arrive at the mother pueblo, which is the pueblo of Ysleta. The pueblo, my people, we are originally not from the El Paso area. Our people inhabited what today is known as the Pueblo of Ysleta. In 1680, the Pueblo Indians revolted against their Spanish oppressors, and there was a huge battle that took place. They captured over 300 of my people, and they forced them down to the El Paso area. We've been here ever since. We established Ysleta del Sur Pueblo in 1682, 2 years after the revolt. So the tribe, we had our humble beginnings.
For us, self-governance, it's not a story. It's a way of life. And so I think that this pueblo embodies all of those facets and has from the very beginning.
When we gained federal recognition, we had a total population of 1,500. In 2012, former consul was looking at our population where it wasn't even growing anymore. So our blood quantum was at 1/8.
And I want to rise today in support of H.R. 1560, the Ysleta del Sur Pueblo Blood Quantum Bill. This will grant them the right to determine their own membership. It seeks to correct unjust legislation approved by Congress in 1987, which imposed a 1/8 blood quantum federal requirement for the tribe membership.
We were struggling there for a while because our blood quantum was decreasing. What can we do to ensure, first of all, that our tribe does not dissolve? And what can we do to get our descendants on the tribal roll?
For me, it's something that's very unsettling. Blood quantum was a very racist ideology that was imposed upon us. Personally, I've had family members that were, they were the last in line in their family. They were the 1/8. Their children weren't going to be considered tribal members, any longer.
If we had members that fell below the blood quantum, they would no longer be eligible for enrollment. And if we would continue in that, it would lead us to extinction.
It took maybe about 20 years of petitioning the federal government to try and change the Restoration Act from the 1/8 blood quantum requirement to the tribe actually controlling who could enroll as a tribal member and who couldn't.
Previous consuls saw that there was our pueblo wasn't gonna be around forever, so they pushed out a blood quantum bill in 2012.
So Project Tiwahu allowed us to have an outreach to our community. The decision that would be made to make changes to our enrollment criteria would have to be from our enrolled population.
Personally, I wanted to remove the whole blood quantum requirement. I just wanted to have a requirement that stated if you are a lineal descendant or a lateral descendant from a relative that's on the base roll, then you're considered a tribal member.
We weren't just thinking about just today. We were thinking about the future. What is this going to bring to us? What do we need to do to prepare for this if it gets approved? And it did. it got approved.
So finally, when we did decide on removing the blood quantum issue, I think that's when we really started to move forward.
And what will that do for the tribe? A lot of things. It'll increase the membership of the tribe. But in order to do that, you have to have support services in place in order to accommodate that.
And so I think that put into motion a lot of future planning, particularly with respect to financial resources. The Pueblo, in essence, doubled in its population size. We engaged in some strategic planning, 25-year plus window of time to look at the adequacy of what we had to offer, and would that be sufficient for the growing population once the descendants came on board. We also are a very fortunate tribe in that a lot of really positive opportunities lined up at the same time for us. A lot of our federal sources of funds are actually rooted in population size. So by nature of that particular growth for us, it did translate into additional dollars. So there were some programs that we did need to plan for.
We found that there was a need for a new health clinic, and that's when the Pueblo decided to apply for the joint venture.
And so the joint venture program is an opportunity to partner, in this case it was with the Indian Health Service, whereby the tribes make a commitment to the construction of a healthcare facility, and the federal agency funds the staffing package for the life of the project.
You know, this area it's an underserved community, and with our clinic, I think this is really going to benefit. Those communities are low income, and we look forward to serving them and providing these healthcare needs, making sure that they get the quality service.
The old community health center, when it first opened, it was a struggle because not all the resources were there and available to all the members, and especially the tribal elders, to get the necessary care that we needed.
To really get a sense of the vastness of the building and the services that we provide, we came from a 15,000 square foot building, and the building had been retrofitted. It used to be a community center at one point, a daycare center back in the 70s, and it was retrofitted to form a clinic.
And this new clinic is at 78,000 square feet. Back then in the old clinic, we had 3 exam rooms. This new clinic, we have 17 exam rooms. The old clinic, we could only house 1 doctor. This new clinic, we can house 5 doctors. And now we have our own pharmacy in place where we have 2 pharmacists and 2 techs, and we have a dispensing robot as well.
So public health is really one of the newest divisions that we've added. Now we have health education, we have a trainer. We'll see the commercial kitchen where they can do some of the nutrition. And on the mental health, behavioral health side, we were able to also add a child therapy room where it's child-friendly, so when we bring the child over, we're able to put the child at ease, right? So, and again, it's very cultural friendly.
Now we can service everybody, including our descendants.
The council sent us out to look at the other pueblos to get a sense of where we're designing, because they want to be culturally appropriate. In the front of the building is shaped like a kiva, a healing place, where the building right now faces true north, where the genesis of the tribe was at.
Every aspect to this facility has a tribal voice behind it, from the layout to our elders, to the culture, to the tradition. 60% of our workforce are tribal members. And so everything that we do, we know that we have a significant voice that is tribally led.
We are blessed to have what we have back then, and more so what we have now.
It brings joy to my eyes. I mean, it's just something that we were waiting for to better service our community.
I think the Ysleta del Sur Pueblo embodies self-governance in every fiber of its being. I think that they are the example of making the decisions necessary to meet the needs for this community. I think that this pueblo has a hallmark of enduring, of persevering, and overcoming some very, very challenging obstacles.
So I'm glad that I was in a position to change that, to include the next generation, as full-fledged members of our pueblo.
They're being recognized, and they have the same benefits that everybody else has. Not only that, but now they have the sense of belonging, which was the crucial part that was missing for them. They had it in their heart, but in their mind, something was missing. Now they belong.
It just warms my heart thinking, wow, look out, because, the best is still yet to come.
But I see our little ones, our future, and how we can provide those healthcare needs. It's just seeing like the vision that this is going to be a healthier community.
Way oh hey